the following presentation of the National Football League.
Time for football in the Lone Star State, here at NRG Stadium in Houston. Straight ahead, a good one in store this afternoon. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Houston Texans. We welcome you, Mike Tirico, alongside Greg Olson, the kicker, Brandon Aubrey. Set for the start. Off we go from NRG Stadium. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Houston offense heading out to the field for the first time. They're led by the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2023. From Ohio State, it's C.J. Stroud.
Sometimes we can make NFL football so complicated, Mike. There's different schemes, the personnel, different approaches to how to play the game. But when it all comes down to it, the best teams in the league, they simply just find a way to win. It might look different week in and week out. It might take 40 passes or it might take 40 runs. It could be a shootout or a slugfest. It doesn't matter. They are comfortable operating in all situations, and all you got to do, like Al Davis said, just win, baby.
It's a nice start to the drive, a gain of 10, and a quick first down.
First and 10 at the
And they certainly don't waste any time getting him involved, and we knew coming in that he would be a part of the game plan, but if this is a sign of things to come. He could be in store for a big game.
First carry for David Montgomery. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Just a little too much east and west there for my liking. I understand what they're trying to do, getting the ball out on the perimeter, but on these early downs, plant your foot and get downhill. Great job by the defense stringing it out, and they're able to force him down for a loss.
A second down throw for Stroud. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I think it's a smart play, especially this early in the game. I don't think you want to start forcing throws, take any unnecessary risks, allow your team to get settled in, don't have any sudden change turnovers. So I think in the end there, he made the right move.
Whoa! And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. So that Cowboy offense takes the field, ready to go to work for the first time. They are led out by their quarterback, Dak Prescott.
There's just certain guys, Mike, when they take the field and they step into the huddle, the other 10 players, they just take a little bit of a deeper breath. They're like, man, I'm glad this guy is on our side, and he's certainly one of them. He just brings an element of confidence to everybody else around him, not only in the huddle, but on the sideline, on the defense, the coaching staff. Everyone is better as the result of him being your quarterback. Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
From the 29, here's second down and 7. Play fake. Prescott. Exiting the pocket right. Now he takes off. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a first down.
And the Cowboys first down. A gain of 15.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
First throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Derek Stingley. And the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
This is an area of the offense, Mike, that's going to have to find its rhythm now as this game unfolds. They talked all week, come out early, get some completions, settle down this quarterback. Well, in return, he throws an early pick. It's too early to go away from the game plan. There's a lot of game left, but this passing game is going to have to get on track throughout the rest of this game.
Texans offense going to take over now for the second time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stroud. To the left side, into the hands of Collins. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Give them 14 on that play. One first down.
Every team in the league practices these situations every single day. That's a critical third down, Mike. So now with this fresh set of downs, they got to just take a deep breath. Now you're really not so much playing against your opponent as much as you are playing against this clock.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the Cowboys' 34-yard line.
They'll run it, and it's the USC man, Woody Marks. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. And he puts his head down, and he picks up the first down.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
On first down, it's Stroud. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
Big opening up the middle. And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like he might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
Throwing on 2nd down, Stroud. Now, screen set up for Marks. One way too slow in developing. They rally to the ball, they get their man, and it's no gain.
It's a really good job defensively. The key is you don't want your defensive linemen to overcommit to rushing the passer, and you don't want your linebackers in secondary dropping too deep defending the pass. In this case, all 3 levels played disciplined, good football with good vision.
To the goal line and in. Dalton Schultz. Touchdown, Texans.
But if think back to their first possession of this game, like it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Now Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Texans will take a 7-0 lead.
Cowboys nothing.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Cavante Turpin on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Cowboys offense ready to take over for their second possession. They had that pick on the opening drive. It led to a touchdown. So 7-0 the deficit as they get the ball back. 1st and 10. On the play fake, Dak. Short throw brought in by Schoonmaker. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
A give, and here comes Williams. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. 16-yard pickup on that one. 1st down, Cowboys.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And I'll tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's 3rd down.
The truth is, Mike, they just aren't getting the push they need up front. This defense has been a motivated group these last couple plays, and now for the 2nd straight time, they failed to even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
Dak facing 3rd and long. He'll get that to Javonte Williams.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
On 4th down, the veteran Brian Anger on to punt for Dallas. Jalen Knoll deep for Houston. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Houston offense going to make their way back onto the field. They lead it here early 7-0 as they start with a 1st and 10. Now Stroud. Flushed to his left.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Now it's 2nd and 1. Now give to Marks, running right, and no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
6-yard line.
So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the 1st quarter. It's the Texans who have the early lead. More from Houston coming up in a moment. It's Texans football. Quarter number 2 begins. Here's a 3rd down and 4 as we are ready to get back underway. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
A fair catch. He's going to call it and take it right around his own 30-yard line. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. And it's been a rocky start. An interception on the first drive and then a punt the last time they had it. Right away, they'll try a jet sweep. And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical.
And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Shotgun snap for Prescott. Quick throw, taken in. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
A give, left side, here's Williams. A good, physical run, motoring forward for 9.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
Angling to the sideline, inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down. 15-yard pickup there. That's good for a Dallas 1st down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. Daniil Hunter with the stop.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Texans' 31-yard line.
From the 31, here is 2nd down and 9. operating from the gun. Here's Dak. This one is complete. It's Pickens. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
And it looks like he's going to have a 1st down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
You can see that he was trying to find something downfield, trying to take a shot there on 3rd and short, but really nice job understanding there was nothing downfield, no need to force it. Get the ball underneath, get a fresh set of downs, and start over again.
The elusiveness on display there. Nifty footwork setting up 1st and goal.
Yards on the play.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get 1st down after 1st down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
Prescott. He pulls it in around the 5. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Jake Ferguson. Touchdown, Cowboys. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Cowboys will level things out at 7 apiece. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. This will be returned from the 6. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Texans offense ready to get back at it. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. On the bootleg, it's Stroud. Throw on the run is complete. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 8. Moreau in motion. Here's a handoff to Chubb. Finding room across midfield. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Cowboys' 33-yard line.
31 yards.
A big run by Chubb. 31 yards.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. The next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
A carry here from Montgomery. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. That's Jalen Thompson up from his safety spot to bring him down.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
They need to get this to the 23. Here's 3rd down. Back to throw. They're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. The Cowboys have it. And he is going to bring this one back. It is a fumble recovery for a defensive touchdown. Greg, what a terrible play for the offense. You're trying to gain some momentum. Here you not only lose the handle of the ball, you hand the defense 6 points.
And Mike, how often do we see that when a player loses the ball, his confidence is not far behind? And I think in this case, that's where the coaching comes in. Put your arm around him. Hey, we're giving you the ball in this next possession. We believe in you. They've got to get this player back into the flow of the game after that back-breaking turnover that led to the defensive touchdown.
Now Aubrey for the extra point. The kick is good. The Cowboys will move out to a 14-7 lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Here's Tremon Smith on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Texans offense back onto the field for their next possession. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. So they start this on the ground with Montgomery. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
So they're not going to get the yardage to reflect it, but I actually thought that was a pretty nice job by the running back, at least getting back to the original line of scrimmage. This offensive line, they've got to do a better job getting him through untouched. His yards before contact got to be better.
On 2nd down, Stroud. And downfield, he's got Schultz, the tight end. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That one good for 26 yards.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Motion man is Berrios. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back from Houston in a moment. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Stroud to throw. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Here's Stroud. As he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Throwing now on third and long. Down the sideline. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff will get a chance to look him over during the break. Stroud to throw here on first down. That's over the middle and caught by Collins.
Complete to Nico Collins. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 15-yard line.
Second down and 3. Stroud. That one brought in by Darius. And he'll be out of bounds, but he has the first down inside the 10-yard line. It's first and goal.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And he's able to gain yardage out of this one before he slides. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here. The clock will stop with 33 seconds to go until halftime. A second down throw for Stroud. This one caught at the 4. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be first and goal.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
That is caught by the tight end, Foster Moreau. Touchdown, Houston.
It seems to me they were kind of holding this play call for this exact situation, Mike. First and goal, down here near the goal line, and they had this one worked up all week. Simple pitch and catch, and it works to perfection.
Fairbairn to add the extra point. He's got it, and the Texans will tie things up. We are all even at 14. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. On the return, here's Turpin. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Cowboys offense and Javonte Williams getting set for this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's down. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And the Texans are going to come up with it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
The Texans offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. They'll start in outstanding field position, looking for a way to break our tie. On first down, it's Stroud. A throw on the move is caught. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Gain of 10 yards.
Now timeout signal for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds until the break.
And that first down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
Jaime Fairbairn coming on to try the field goal. This one from 39 yards out. Fairbairn's kick is good. And the Texans get 3 here late in the first half to take the lead.
It all comes back to the turnover, and that's why this is such a critical emphasis for all teams in these situations, Mike. So you're trying to steal some points before the half on offense, but now you end up giving the ball back to your opponent, giving them an opportunity to come away with some points of their own.
Final moments of this first half, kicking with the lead now, as this one is in the air. And he will sit on it here in the end zone for a touchback.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10. Prescott now. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Second and a yard. Now Prescott. Going for it all. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen with you from the EA Studios in Orlando. This has been a heck of a game so far. Just a field goal separating these two squads. You have to imagine both sides are trying to figure out how to clean things up, put some touchdowns up in the second half. Let's find out what goes on in the third quarter. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you. This one still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand as our second half is about to get underway. Three points, all that separates these two sides as half number 2 kicks off. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. We'll try to establish some tempo as will start this one with 1st and 10. Dak gonna run with it himself. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. He'll run again. The ball's out. And it will be another turnover as this defense does it again. Well, they come up with the turnover on defense. The quarterback choosing to keep it, and the defense choosing to take it away.
Mike, anytime a quarterback turns into a runner, the defense loves it. They want to take a shot at him. They want to take a shot at the ball, and that's exactly what they were able to do here. Force the fumble, get the ball back. Great job there by the defense.
Texans offense getting ready for their opening possession of this 2nd half. They've got the lead, and they'll set forth trying to build on it. They're going to do that with excellent field position. Motion man is Berrios. A run up the gut with Montgomery. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
They'll go play action with Stroud. Catch left side is made by Higgins. He's taken down just shy of the 10.
It's a gain of 20.
A gain there of 20. 1st down for Houston.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this has got to take advantage.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
I want my money back.
Guys, you're embarrassing us.
That was terrible. Are you kidding me? Seriously, just disgrace. I feel like no.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Stroud. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. But this is taken in by a teammate.
I feel like we see this so often, Mike, especially with how good these receivers are after the catch. They're so eager to pick up that extra yardage. Sometimes they don't completely put the ball away, and with how good these defenders are at knocking it loose, pretty fortunate on that one. His teammate was there to prevent that from being a turnover.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Jaime Fairbairn coming on to try the field goal. This about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Texans will extend their lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Fairbairn, after making the field goal, heads back out to kick this one away. A return now from the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready to get back to work. The deficit, 6 points. A touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. Back to throw is Prescott. Short throw brought in by Schoonmaker. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll let the fullback try to push the pile. 14 on the pickup. 1st down, Cowboys.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Cowboys, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
These are the situations why, Mike, that some teams continue to keep a fullback on the roster. You get into these 3rd and short situations, just hand it to the big guy, put your head down, pick up the 1st down.
Here's a designed run. He'll step up and run this.
They went to the designed quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 6. Play action now. Prescott. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Now a toss, left side, it's Williams. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, we're able to get you down for a loss. Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for 3rd down and 5. And that is incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. So you know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Brandon Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal try. His kick is good. And the Cowboys will cut the lead from 6 down to 3.
17.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Brandon Aubrey.
Back out is Brandon Aubrey. He had the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. Here comes a return from the 3. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Texans offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And you look at his numbers as a pass catcher in this one. They've lined him up in different spots, shifted him around, and they've made him a real weapon in the passing game. On the ground, Montgomery to start the drive. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Carry now for Marks. Oh! And he's got it to the 35-yard line. A gain there of 11. It's good for a Texans first down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
And he'll wind his way to about the 38-yard line. That's Jalen Thompson up from his safety spot to bring him down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They face 2nd down and 7. Stroud going to set up the throw. This one complete to Higgins. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Gain of 6 brings up 3rd and 1.
It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
To return, it is Turpin. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Cowboys offense make their way out to take over once more. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Now Prescott going to make the read and keep it himself. And he'll be met in the backfield and drop behind the line of scrimmage.
You know, Mike, it's funny, when you're facing these really elite defensive linemen, sometimes it's easier to make them the read guy rather than actually try to block them. Unfortunately, they're elite for a reason, and sometimes they're still able to make the play like we saw here.
2nd down, Prescott. Here's a screen set up to Williams. Room to run past the 30. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. Give him 13 on that screenplay. And a first down.
All right, Mike, so the way they teach these screenplays to the offensive lineman is you got to stop the defender's feet. You just don't want him to get a free, clean rush to the quarterback because you're so worried about getting out in front of the back. Make him start his rush over again before you slip out. The ball gets dumped right over the rusher's head. Bang, now you're in the open field.
And he'll take this up past the 40. Pick up a 5.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
Now a second down throw for Prescott. He's got a man. It's CeeDee Lamb. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. So these teams trade field goals in the third as we come to the end of the quarter. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 1st and 10. Now, this looks like a design run. He'll step up and run. That's 11 yards again, 2 plays in a row. And another 1st down.
Mike, I think every offense would love to be able to call designed runs for their quarterback, but it's so dependent of who that quarterback is. And for this team, to be able to have that guy behind center, it just adds a different element to what they can do on offense.
Now it's Williams. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Mike, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Prescott. Which throw here is complete. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
When you call these double moves, you're going for broke. And you're looking to throw this ball over the head of the defense, so give a lot of credit to the defensive backs. Yes, it led to a completion, but this was not the big play the offense intended when the coordinator called that play.
And it looks like he's got enough for the 1st down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that 1st down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the 1st down.
They'll carry this one inside the 20, into the red zone. Give them 8 on that carry.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 18-yard line.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They'll go again here with Williams. And the Cowboys are going to be set up 1st and goal. Strong running brings them to the 9.
A gain of 9 yards. That's another Cowboys 1st down.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense. This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
On 2nd down, it's Dak. That's made by Pickens. And they'll get about 5 yards closer, but now it is 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball.
And he'll take it on in. Jake Ferguson. Touchdown, Dallas. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
On for the PAT is Aubrey. He knocks it through. And the Cowboys have taken a 4-point advantage.
Texans 20.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. A safe kick taken at the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Houston offense going to make their way back onto the field. Play action. Stroud. This one is complete inbounds, but not a whole lot out of it. He just gets back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
Throwing on second down. Stroud. To the left side, into the hands of Collins. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. That's a dozen for number 12, and he's got a first down as well.
First and 10.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line.
It's a gain of 11.
A gain of 11 on that one. First down for Houston.
First and 10.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
Complete to number 81, Jaden Higgins. A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the 40-yard line.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second down and 4. Here's Montgomery. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
From the gun here on third down, it's Stroud. He's going to have the first down and then some. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 31 yards.
The 7-yard line.
So it's man coverage, Mike. You have to keep track of who your responsibility is. And in this case, he just drops him. He's wide open, short throws, turn into long runs, and they're inside the red zone.
They'll run with Marks. And he's in! Woody Marks. Touchdown, Texans. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Now this, an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. His kick is good, and the Texans go up by 3. It's 27-24.
Cowboys 24.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. On the return, here's Turpin. Now an opening past the 30. Still on the move. And he's going to take this all the way back. 91 yards. Touchdown, Dallas.
Doesn't it feel like we go weeks at a time, Mike, without a nice return in the kicking game? But now here late in the fourth quarter, he finds a crease and he hits the hole and doesn't stop until he's celebrating in the end zone.
Aubrey now for the extra point. It's up and good. Cowboys have taken a 4-point advantage.
Texans 27.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Here's Smith to return it. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. C.J. Stroud and the Houston offense set to get going again. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Stroud to throw. That one out wide for Marks. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
It's a gain of 7.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, they'll come up now for second down. Schultz, the motion man. They'll drop to throw. A short throw pulled in by Schultz. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
First down.
This play is actually really well defended here. But I'll tell you, Mike, as you know, my philosophy is the tight end is always open, and this just supports my case.
Montgomery. And he'll fight forward for a couple of yards, but a flag is down, and the linemen are already walking back.
Still first down.
The road gets a little tougher now. It's 1st and 20. Now Stroud. He's back to Schultz. He's got it again. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here. We'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
At the 35-yard
Receiver
line.
just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
A second down throw for Stroud. That's taken in by Marks. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down.
As the saying goes, Mike, you need your big-time players to make big-time plays, and the moment doesn't get bigger than this. Find yourself down. A touchdown gives you a chance to win this thing in regulation, and I think they got a shot.
He manages to get the throw away and completes it. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their second, as they get it with just under a minute to go in this football game.
10 at the 42-yard line.
Final minute, one timeout remaining, and it's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stroud. And he gets that one complete to Collins.
Stroud's pass. Complete to Nico Collins. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Cowboys' 35-yard line.
They come up for 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
A gain of 9 yards.
Texans going to use the last of their timeouts here. And they'll stop it with 28 seconds to go in the game.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Here's first down. To throw is Stroud. He'll let this go towards the end zone. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
All week, we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time, and what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket, let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
Now this, an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. An important extra point up and good, so the lead is 3 here in the late stages of the game.
Cowboys 31.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Cowboys offense and Javonte Williams getting set for this next possession. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. Now the Cowboys going to take a timeout, and it comes with 15 seconds to play in the game.
Brings up second and a yard at the 32-yard line.
It is second and a yard. From the shotgun, it's Dak. The throw across his body is complete, and that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. Now they burn the timeout. They're in that gray area. You might be able to get in 2 plays, but maybe just 1 left in this game. We'll see. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Prescott now. This one caught by CeeDee Lamb. And he's brought down, but they are out of timeouts. Now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Here's 2nd down. Again, Prescott to the air. He's going to take a shot down the field. And that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final minute, and they're going to get out of here with a victory. So it's a win here for the Texans. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. In the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That is the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Texans, as we say, so long from Houston.